Hey everybody, it's Chris from Sideshow Gamble, and welcome to Coffee and Craps.
Good. Oh, it
Good
says
morning.
John. It says John instead of Chris. That's weird.
Hey,
How you doing,
so
man?
I'm John now. I'm doing good. Chris, how are you?
Chris is doing great over here. I'm actually going to change to my headset so I don't have echo. How you doing?
I'm doing good, brother. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. Anything happening interesting in your world in the last couple of days?
Yeah, it has been very interesting. I was freaking out a little bit the other day. That I think I told you about.
Wait,
We
wait,
hit a
wait.
thousand subscribers.
We got to tell everybody that story too, because that's pretty funny.
Oh yes, yes. We need to share that with everybody.
I'll find it. Anyway, tell you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So hey everybody. John asked me to come on Coffee and Craps this morning to give some good news. We have hit. I don't know where I put my hand on his. Let's do this. We hit 1,000. We finally did it. It's been close to 2 years, but we finally did it because of all of you. So thank you. I wanted to thank you all. So keep it going.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. And just so people know, I had the honor of being your 1,000th subscriber last night. So
He was.
what I did was I unsubscribed from you. And you all probably don't know this, but I have like 7 YouTube channels. I have like ProCrafts, and I've got like a bunch that I've never used that have 0 subscribers. And I just basically went and subscribed to Chris on all my channels and made sure I was the last one. So the 1K picture that you just saw was me hitting him last night for the 1,000th subscriber. What's funny, guys, is this. I got to share this story because it's fantastic. Coming back from Vegas, as you know, was a nightmare for me, right? I had all that weird travel bull crap that I was going through at the airport, and everything else. And so I get on the plane. We land, and I get this message, which you probably can't see. It says, "Brother, I'm freaking out." Right. And so y'all know it's hard to read it now, but Chris is in the Army, right? So I land, right? And I got no service. There's no my LTE, there's nothing. No cell service. What the hell's going on, right? I saw the message when we first hit the ground, and then I'm like, "Brother, I'm freaking out," and I got no cell service. I get to inside the airport. There's no Wi-Fi in the airport. And I'm like, "What the fuck happened? Did an EMP hit Seattle? Is Chris getting shipped out? Like, is everything okay in the world? I'm trying to get to any news channel. I even went to CNN to check if there was right to see if something was happening. Nothing. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Then it came back, and I got my internet. I looked at the news, and there was nothing really going on. I'm like, what the hell? So I figured, well, wait a minute and see what happens, right? And so Chris never writes me back. I'm like, hey, are you okay? What's up? You at work? What's going on? Nothing. I get nothing from Chris for like 20 hours. And last night I called him like, dude, what's going on? Why are you freaking out? Like, And then he tells me that tell him the story. Tell him why you were freaking out.
So as everybody knows, Nemo has been passing out a lot of strategies for everybody lately that are, kind of he's building them and gearing them toward each individual content creator. So we did the harm splash. Well, while I was driving home from work on Monday, it popped in my head that there's got to be a way that we can get out of the hand quicker. So I went home and I did a quick rollout, just randomly rolling, and I put it out on Monday, and I did it a double up 2-hit. We called it Beyond Sanity, but we've got a new name for it now because of everybody in the community. And John and I think Craig from Old Bay here gave us a really good name that we've got to give credit to, and it's Get to the Hoppa. So that's the name of the strategy, and we posted it, and it blew up. I mean, it went the fastest I've ever seen, and it's over 2,400 views, and I was just like, I'm freaking out because my subscribers are going up, my views are going up, and I was just like, this is not normal in any way.
Yeah, you went viral. You went viral, which is freaking awesome. I've never done that. I've never had a video go viral before. Like all the. What'd you get? Like 80 subscribers in like an hour or something like that?
It within a day. I was just like, well, I don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a weird feeling, right? Like I said, I've never had the viral video like that. I've had videos that have gone off, but never in one day. The closest I ever came to that was when Jeremy did the Horseman, and I got like 200 or 300 subscribers that afternoon. But that was because there was a reason for that. This one just took off, and it's fun. The day that I was in my hotel, and I saw, Sideshow Gamble's got a premiere, and you never do premieres. You always do lives, right? I'm like, okay. So literally get into the can, come out of the can, and I grab my water, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sit here and watch this before I go downstairs to play. I was meeting Dice Dr. Dan, and I watched that. I was like, are you kidding me? So I chatted in your comments like, dude, are you kidding? This is stupid, but also looks really fun. And you called me up, and you're like, dude, this works. So I played it that night with Dice Dr. Dan, and it totally worked for me. Stupidly fun. The dealers were cross-eyed. When I played that thing out, they were like, what did you just do? And it was cool because it was me and Dan alone at the table, right? And we just played by ourselves. And after the hop paid, I'm out of the hand, and they're like, what? So we on the table at GVR, we spread all the chips out, and they went, oh my God, you're out of the hand. Like that was exactly $69 that I'd won. And I'm like, yeah, that's the 66 plus the 3 that I dropped, and we're done. And the box person was like he had this look like, what did you just do to me? Mind blown. Totally, right? It was just hysterical. So I did it again at Harrah's, and it worked. And so I thought, how perfect that it went viral for you. And what the hell? Let's play. Let's go to my table and just play it. I'm not sure if everybody's even seen it yet. I can't imagine people here haven't seen it yet. But let's go play it. Let's go have some fun.
Let's play it. Let's show everybody.
Yeah, let me go switch over here to this. Get to this view here. I'm not going to do the roll tracker. We're just going to play it out like we normally would here. So put the light on. Pointing the light at the ceiling, Chris, bouncing it down to the table.
It is epic lighting, John. It's
eliminating
pristine.
Eliminating shadows, as it were, right? All right, so I'm gonna. It's YouTubers are dorks. I swear to God.
Yeah, we get off on this stuff. This is so much fun.
Well, it just is what it is, right? All right, let's get set up. I'll catch a point here in a minute. We're gonna set up. You want to do it 66, or what level do you want to do it at?
Well, but that's what I love about this. Let's do it at like a really good buy-in level, either 66 or 44, and show everybody that this is scalable.
Actually, you know what we'll do? Level. We'll do bubble craps. Let's start it off at the bubble craps level, right? So, and I did this at bubble craps just to see, whatever, sitting there. And again, I love drinking for free, right? So anytime I can play bubble craps for nothing, it's good. So here it is. We'll do 22 inside. The world's most basic bet. Let me catch a point real quick, and hopefully this thing works out, right? We got an 8 as a point. Point doesn't matter, but we have one. Now I'm going to roll and hopefully get an inside hit. Look, now you're welcome to my show, Chris. We're going to roll here all day and never get it, right?
You were throwing outside all morning.
Oh my God! How about those 6s this morning? The mixer.
Oh,
was that hot or what? Whew.
Because the sideshow won.
100%.
You have to come over to my side now.
100%. All right, so we got us a 5, right? So we roll a 5, and that pays $7. Okay. Yep. Now here's the magic of the strategy. It pays 7. We're going to drop. How many chips did we drop? This is the secret to the strategy.
We're going to drop $1.
Okay. No,
$1. Now I want to explain real quick to everybody why it's only $1. So, and this is how you figure out how much of the extra investment you have to put in. So there you go. You do have it.
Yeah, of course I have it. I'll put it right there.
That's our unit patch.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things in the world right there.
So for everyone in the chat, as David from Casino Quest always says, every red gets a white, every green gets a red. So we have one red chip on every place bet. So we have to throw in one extra white chip.
So the white chip
with the win
matches the flat, right?
Yep.
Now you have $8. The $8 will be. I'm going to get them. I'll give it to you in whites, and we'll show how the hops work. Now this table does not have hops on it, so we're gonna use the back wall as our hops. Okay.
Okay.
So I have $8 in hops. Eight $1 chips. Where do they go?
We're gonna take $2 and hop the inside easies. That's what we're doing. We're not gonna hop the hard 6 or the hard 8 because we want to keep our investment as low as possible, and it works out that we get everything back. if we hit an inside easy.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully we do. So we're gonna. My hops will be up here like this. So it's basically you got 7, you made it look like 8, and it's 1 unit per hop. That's it.
Yep.
Right? Now, if I get lucky here and roll one, if I don't roll an inside number, I'm going to fake it because I want to show the strategy. Let's let the dice do the talking and hopefully talk well. Look at that. We got a 9. Here's the magic. Check this all out. We get a 9. The 9 is going to, on its own, pay $7. We know that, right? The hops, every one of the hops loses, which sucks. Oh, shit, they're taking my money. Now, the dealers were like, are you leaving them up? I'm like, no, take them all down. They're all losers, right? What does that one pay? It pays $15, right?
That's going to pay 15, so 16 and down.
Right, so 16 and down. Now, look what happens when we come down, right? When you take the 16 and down, you have $22, which is what you're out here for, plus the dollar that you dropped in there to make it right in the first place. So in 2 hits, you're out.
You're out of it.
You are free balling right here. This is it. Look at that. How cool is that? You showed that video.
That is awesome.
Mind blown, right? And it works at every level. So if we level these up, let's make it look like.
And you could take that and double up. Now we're at 44 inside.
Totally. Yeah. You could just reinvest it right there and just go to right to 44 and just keep playing like a maniac. Because at 44, it's the same exact thing. Let's do it. A hit in here would pay $14. Yeah?
Yep. It'd be 14. And now how many do we have to invest, John?
You have 2 red chips. So you have to put 2 white chips out there, which makes it, how much does that make it? 16?
That's going to be, yes.
$16, right? So what the dealers did for me, once they realized what I was doing, they basically hopped them like this for me. They went 9 like this. Boom, boom.
Okay.
They basically they kind of bridged them because they knew what I was doing now. Now they kind of got the picture. So they bridged it like that. They put 6 on them like this. So that's how they end up doing it. And again, if that 9 hits here, the front 9 like in golf, that pays the $14. And the back 9, again, you'd lose these, and $3, 3 times 50. Yeah, $2
We
on
have
it.
2.
Right, $2.
Yep.
These are wrong. These should be $2 or $4, not $6. Sorry, I'm going too fast. But $2 on the 9 pays how much?
$2 on the 9 is going to pay 32 and down. 32
and down, exactly. There's $32. And again, if you do the math, 25, 30, 40, 2, 44, plus the 2 that you invested, you're out of the hand, and it works at every single level. Like the math on that works at 22, at 44, at 66, at 220. You were doing it at 220, which, not everybody's dropping 220 out there, but if you felt like it, 220 and 22 are the exact same thing.
Exactly.
With a 0 at it, right?
Everyone's been asking what happens if we hit a 4 and 10 on the outside.
Ooh, yeah, what happens?
So if we hit a 4 and 10, say we hit the first inside easy, right? Say we hit a 6 and we get paid our 14 and we put our hops up.
Yep.
And we throw in our extra $2 and we hit a 410. We lose the win, but we only lost $2.
Right.
That's worth the shot for me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I agree. I'll put the hops back out here so we can see them.
And it's just a $2 shot.
Right.
That's how I'm looking. And I'm risking anything more than what I was already originally risking when we go for 3 to 4 hits and regress or 3 hits and regress.
Right.
But do the math real quick. If I have to go for 3 hits at 22 inside or 44, 3 hits still doesn't pay for everything out there.
Right. Yeah, matter of fact, the $44. Let's actually put it out because this is an important bit to see. This is really important to see. 44, if you took 3 same bet hits, right? I'll set them out here. Let's just do it like this, right? We had 3 hits at $14. Let's just do 3 times 3 at 15 for 1. Right? So you're at $45 out there, but you had to put $3 out there to get there. Right? 15 for 1 3 times. What's the net on that? It's $42. Yeah?
Yep.
If you take 3 cracks at it for $3 or whatever this would be, $6, you'd be even in the same amount of rolls. You have three chances at it, which is cool.
Yeah.
I think we should try
And even
it.
if you hit a hard 6 or a hard 8, you just lose the $2.
Well, not even because you're going to get paid anyway. You're still
Exactly.
going to be,
You're still
going to
paid.
get, yeah, you're getting you're getting $12 instead of 14 net because you're going to lose your $2.
Yep.
Right.
That's
Not
it.
that big of a deal. Dude, this is way too much fun.
Not at all.
Let's actually run it out here. Okay.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's play it for reals. Let's play it at a level that has not that many white chips because I hate white chips.
Okay, let's do 110 then.
I was thinking the
110's
exact. Great minds. I was thinking 110. We'll do 110 inside. We'll leave our point out there at whatever. Actually, we'll do it right. We'll catch a point, a new point, and see if we do it. There's a 6. The mixer.
5-1 mixer, baby. Hit the
all day.
grab.
All day. All right, we got us an 8. We got us an 8 easy. Okay, so 25. Right. Actually, I'll pay it like this. I'll pay it with 25, $35. Okay, now how much do we have to drop?
Well, remember,
to make it right?
Every red gets a white, every green gets a...
Every green gets a red, I think, right? So we're at the green level here, right? So that means we get a red. So we're going to drop 1 unit. That should give us enough to go 9, 8, 5, and our 6. So everything gets hopped one time, right? Now, if we can get an inside number, perfect. If not, we'll talk through what happens. So again, our negative here is this red chip. We put 1 red chip out there out of our rack. So if we go down here, we're going to go down by this red chip. If it's a PSO or if it's a 7, you'd have lost anyway. Look at it that way. Because you're probably pressing like a maniac. And there's the 7, right? So you probably did a full press. And yeah, it's fine. You would have done this anyway. So we go down in flames. We'll reset the board.
So now, mind you, John, do me a favor. Put $115 on that line showing what we're down.
Yep, right there. I'll put one stack
this
right
is,
there. We'll
this
keep
is the
track.
great part. We don't have to ladder right at yet. Now, this is something I'm still working. Nemo and I've been talking, and I'm looking for the community to really provide input on this part. Is how do we recover? The positive about this is we don't have to do anything on the first 7 out if we didn't make it through the sequence.
Right.
You can just come back at 110.
Yeah, I think we were talking last night about maybe doing it, maybe a pressure. Let's see what happens. Let's get out. Let's find a point. There's a stupid ace deuce. There's a 10. All right, good. Point's going to be 10 on the outside. There she blows.
Okay.
Give me an inside number. There's an 8. Cool. So it's the same trip, right?
Same
we know we're
trip.
going to drop 5 from our rack, and we're going to get to the 9s, the 8s, the 6s, and the 5s on the hop. Okay. There's our investment of our nickel. Let's get one to hit here. Hopefully we can hit it. There's a 5, so we got it. So we know what's going to happen is we're going to get paid a total of $115 is what's going to all be the result of all this, which is our 110 plus our.
Because you're going to get the 35 for the 5, and then you're going to get 80 and down.
80 and down, right? There's your 75 plus your hot bet, right? So your nickel goes back, you're even. You have your 110. Now, we've talked last night about doing a repeat or being a total degenerate and just doing this. When you're down.
Are we doing Chris from Dice Degen?
We are doing well, here's the thing. So I want to talk to Chris a little bit with you, Chris, because I was playing with Chris, and Chris had an okay run. We were all doing fine, and then all of a sudden, Chris is like, fuck it. He just went, I'm playing like shit, and he put it all on the field. Like, dude, what are you doing? Like, that's okay when you're playing on our tables here for fun, but that's not the greatest thing in the world when you're doing actual like money. Yeah, let's not go.
That guy, I love that guy. He is awesome.
He's
awesome
so much fun. Let's not go full degen. But I think here you can take that. Oh, we hit it. We hit the thing. We got the miracle. Free. It's a full press for free. Like, think about that. Most of the time, a number hits, right? And it's like, oh, we're gonna get our $35. You can press the number a little tiny bit. Here, in one hit, you did a full press of the whole damn thing.
Yep.
With that hit. That's pretty cool, right? So you can now say, well, that'll help recover some of this. If we can hit this again, we can recover.
Well, here's the thing, John. We've already recovered everything but $5 of that.
Yeah, yeah,
It's on the table, but we're only $5 down right now.
exactly. Well, but because I was a degen and reinvested the whole thing, it's still at risk. But technically speaking, you could have pulled this down, paid off your marker, and been okay.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
But dude, it's like it's Thanksgiving and there's nobody watching.
Well, then we're degenning this.
Then we're doing it. We're just going to go for it again, see what happens. There's nobody watching. Everybody's cooking dinner. You know, there's a football game in like 20 minutes. Hey, look what we got for you, just for you.
5-1 mixer.
The 5-1 mixer.
Oh.
So this is great. This pays $70, right?
Yep.
Let's do it like this. There's 50, 60, $70. And again, we'll drop $10 out of our virtual rack to make it look like 80.
Yep.
And why $10? Because we got 10 units, right?
We've got
one
exactly.
red per green is what you drop. That's man, this is so fucking beautiful, dude. All right, there's that. Sorry for the swearing, but I'm just so jacked about this strategy because it's so stupidly fun. I shouldn't have this much fun.
It's stupidly fun and it's stupidly easy.
It is. It's just one of those things, right? And again, when I did this at the casino, the dealers were like, but at both Harris and at GVR, they're like, what the fuck are you doing? Like the one guy's like, you don't want your bets back up? Like, no, I don't want my bets back up. Take them all down. He's like, why are you doing that? And then at the one place, we laid him out. And he's like, wow. Well, I'm like, I said, you can thank the sideshow for that move right there. This is the hashtag badass craps move of all time right here. This might go in the record books. Look at this. We got it. Happy Thanksgiving, Boat. We got an 8, 538. Easy 8.
Yes.
Right? What does it pay? So first of all, let's take all the losers out of here. Bye-bye, all you losers.
So how much did we lose, John? How much did we just lose?
Oh, I don't know. The 2, 4, 60, 70. Yeah, right. We have $5 left. $5 is what pays.
No.
Correct?
There should be 10 left. Should be 10.
Oh, that's right. You're right. I lost both of them. You're right. I took two away. We got 10. Pays 150, right? The last I checked. That pays 150. And the 8 pays how much?
70.
70. What's out here?
You've got 220.
All right, so let's do some math. There's 200, there's 220, and there's the 10 that I threw in. Right, so look at that. We just made 220 out of 110. Now we can do the right thing and put a marker off.
You could do whatever you want from this point.
Yeah.
You doubled up. You're in profit. You could take it down to 160. You can go your 250 across. Yeah. You can do your 130.
I would absolutely go to 250 across here. That's what I'm doing. Right, that's my move. Right, my favorite all-time thing. But look at, but dude, that was just. And look, we still have profit. Even if I go to 250, right, break that thing down, we still have $75, $80 in profit, and I paid the marker off. Yep. Right. If you didn't have a marker to pay off, this $85 here is what is that? $195. Because I would have had a 110, or I would have had 110 that we lost, or 115. So it's $200.
And you're with, and the positive is if you can hit the inside, if you can stay on the inside, you're within probability even on random.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, this is too much fun. Let's reset it. That was great. We actually paid the marker off and have $85. And if we didn't have a marker to pay off, it would have been $200 even. That's the deal right there. I'm telling you, this is way too much fun. I haven't been. And what's funny is I'm super conservative. You know me, right? I'm Mr. Conservative at the tables. This is one of those like all in, pants down kind of a strategies that I would never normally play. But the math on this makes a little bit of sense.
But this is what I love about it. I'm more comfortable doing this betting style for 2 to 3 rolls to know that I can double up and get out of the hand quicker than I could with a 3 hit and regress. Yeah. You don't even have to regress. Once you complete the sequence, you're free game to do whatever you want, and you're on casino money.
Yeah.
Well, you have to decide what level you want to be at.
Well, and I think there's to be explored, like you said. If you go down, let's just put this back up here, and let's say you hit it, right? And we do I'll set the bets back up. It's just going to be $10 on each of these, right? At the 110 level. And let's say
it'd be $5 at the 110. It'd be $5 on each.
Okay. Is it? Oh, yeah, that's right. 5 each. Sorry. I was thinking in my head we were still at 220. Sorry. Boom,
It's a good
boom,
number to
boom,
be
boom. There's a lot here, right? Okay, there's all the hops that are out there. So we're actually, what am I doing? God, I don't know why it's not enough coffee this
It's
morning.
mind-blowing, John.
Too many.
It really
Too many.
messes
There we
with
go.
your thought process.
Yeah, now our hops are right. My new table, by the way, is going to have hops over here on the sides. The hops will be kind of on the side. But anyway, here's our hops. Okay, so let's say that we burn it. Let's say that we rolled a 10. Let me actually roll and see what we have. It's a 9. Let's pretend that it was a 10. Okay. That worst case. Okay. So what happens here at this level, you'd have burned a nickel.
Yep.
No, so you burn a hit. Okay. You wouldn't have gotten paid anyway. Right?
But John, talk about, I think you're about to talk about it, so I'll let you continue. And I'll yeah.
No, go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead. I was gonna say you wasted the roll anyway. Right? So you got nothing out of it. So you basically, instead of collecting, your potential profit was $35, which you burned. You don't get the profit and it cost you a nickel, but you're right where you were anyway. That's how I look at that second roll, right? This is the opportunity loss, $35. But let's keep it out there though, because I think showing what you could have had along with what you lost is an important thing. Let's do it again.
You made a comment last night. You made a comment last night about that $5 that I really want everybody to know. That $5 investment that you made, yeah, you're down $5, but it's no different than doing a $5 C&E or a Horn High Yo for $5, and you didn't hit it. You're donating it anyways. So you're taking the chance to double in that one hit.
Yeah, and it's also like the HCS thing where they do the hopping fives for the Iron Cross. Right? It's that same mentality. Like, yeah, I'll burn a little tiny bit for the chance to be okay. So let's say that we do it. Let's say that we hit a 4 the next time, and you do the same thing. You drop your nickel, right? And you don't hit the 4. Like you hit. Let's say like you hit something. You hit a 9, right? You should have had $35. You drop the nickel, and now we roll a 4, and now you're down 50, 60, 70, $80. So the third time we try it. Same thing. It happens the third time. You roll a 6, get your $35, you drop a nickel, and it's a 10. It doesn't work again. 3 times it fails you. Okay. The fourth time, let's do it. The fourth time we go out at $35. I'll put it here by the fist. We drop our nickel, and it works. Let's say the fourth time it worked out. So we're going to get back, right? We're going to get back 110.
Yep.
So I'll put that out there. Actually, what we're going to do is this. We're going to go ahead and pay our 110. So there's our 35 and our 5. We can pay that 110 out of what we didn't get before. Let's take this away. So there is 75. There's 100. And there's 10. So if you pay yourself the 110 that you would have earned from this out of your opportunity loss, you're only $10 in the hole. So you can take 3 losses. You can take 3, not losses, but 3 misses. You can have a 4, a 10, a craps number, and like, fuck, I didn't get the inside, right? If the fourth one, you get the inside easy, the fourth chance through it, you get the inside easy to hit, you're out of the hand minus $10. You're into the hand for 10. You're at 110 for a $10 cost, which is kind of cool. So you can recover it. Yeah. You can take 3 cracks. You can take at least 3 cracks at it. After the 4th crack at it, you've lost opportunity of too much opportunity loss, in my opinion. But you can take 3 shots and get it rolling.
But 3 shots is a whole lot more when you're talking at that level that we're at. Yeah. Even at 66 or 44, 110, 154, it doesn't. That's a lot of money out there for a lot of people. But you get so many shots at it. Now, mind you, the 7. Well, yeah, that sucks. But that's going to suck no matter what you're playing.
But ultimately, 3 same bets at this level get you at 105, essentially. You're basically 3 same bets, you're at 105, you're still down $5. 3 cracks at this, the 4th crack hits, you're even. You're still where you ought to be. You're still at the quote-unquote same play. I think it's got some merit, man. It's the 7's going to hurt because you're not going to get those 3 hits to your rack. That's where it bums you out because you got paid and didn't rack it, and the 7 comes in, it was a total waste. But again, you're risk reward. You got to put some risk out there to get the reward back. And I think that's an important piece of this thing. So this is a fun
Well,
one.
just think about it. Think about it. If I went 110 inside and I was just doing same bet for 3 hits and I only made it 2 hits, I'm losing even more. Or maybe I only got 1 hit.
Yeah.
You're trying to do this in the lowest amount of rolls possible. I think that's the big thing that we've all talked about.
Yeah.
But what I wasn't liking is that we're going to do 2 hits and regress. And it was like, well, I want to keep the money at the level that it was.
Yeah.
This keeps you at the 110. If you can hit the inside twice in a row on the easies, and you can hit a hard way on the first hit, you're out of the hand, and you can go to the moon. You can do whatever you want, and it's completely worry-free, no worries any at all, and play it out.
Totally. Well, here's the thing too, Chris. Already there's tweaks on it. Waylon combined this with one of his other strategies, right? Where he's adding,
did see that.
He's going to add, I think at this level, probably $3 on the hard ways, maybe 2. Depends on, this is a weird level because the bet's an odd number, but $2 on the hard 6 and hard 8 on the hop. That brings in another $30. It's not quite enough to get you to where the easy would have been, but it gets you some juice on that. He also adds the 4 and 10 in to the play.
So, and I like that. And I like what Waylon did with that. And I think it's all about, and I want the community to tweak it. I want the community to take this. It's just a betting sequence. In all reality, it's just a betting sequence to get you out of the hand quicker. However, there's some stipulations. You got to hit the easies. You got to hit the inside. But what I would do is I would get at the 110 level. I'd get it once. I'd press it up. I'd take one hit, which would pay me 70 at the 220. And then I'd either go to 160. At that point, I'm going to whatever I want. I'm going to lock up that profit like you did just a second ago.
So you're not going to try and hit it twice. You're going to hit it once, and on the third inside number, do a pull or a regress from that $70.
Exactly.
And I think this qualifies to me as a badass craps move, not a strategy. Like a strategy is a way to play for a long period of time and kind of do your thing. Like my 130, my tier pressure is a strategy. This is a move that gets you there. And it's a kick-ass. This move to me, and the move that's the 9 from the $40 9 to make $200 in 2 hits, might be my 2 favorite things of all time. Like on a full scale degeneracy thing, taking a $40 9, and I did this 3 times in a row, right? The other day, $40 9 and 5 to 100, and brought back 2 blacks. It was like, man, that's cool. Like you just feel like a rock star when you pull something like that off. And you pull this thing off. When you pull this off at the casino, Chris, when you go to Blackhawk and do this, and the dealers will look at you like you're from Mars. And you're gonna have this great feeling. It's like, yeah, I just did that. I did that on your table. And everybody's gonna go, can you? And the whole thing will come to a grinding halt. They'll stop play, and it's gonna be you'll be a superstar for a minute. It's just so damn cool. So David's already, here's a tweak, right? David wants to know, what about a craps 11 bet to cover the inside misses? Sure. Remember, every time you miss with something like that, it's a bleed, right?
Yes. But that's the part where this is open to everyone's interpretation of how they would want to play it. It's just a sequence. It's a move, like you just said. It's a craps move to get you out of the hand quicker. It gives you the opportunity to be out faster. Now, how you play it and where you put extra money, understand you're not going to recover it all. This is just the base that recovers everything if you hit it 2 times in a row. Because the first hit, you just need an inside number, whether it's a hard way or an easy. The second hit has to be an inside easy. If you choose to throw in, say at 220, you'd have to just put 5 on the hard 6 and hard 8 hopping. If you choose to do that, that's your piece to the move. If you want to put a C&E out there, it's your piece.
Sure.
Now, I was talking with Nemo about this. What I would do, and everybody knows I like to be at 220 inside, I would do my 2 hits, press them, and then regress back down. What I would do with this is I would do 220, I'd hit it, and then I'd press it to 440. I'd hit that. I've now locked 440 up. I have 440 on the table. So not only did I put my 220 back in the rack, I've also put 220 in profit, and then I would drop my table down to 320 across.
Yeah.
I'd collect on the 4s and 10s, and on the insides, I would collect 50, and I'd put a $20 horn. I'm covering every number, just about every roll, minus the 7, obviously.
Mm-hmm. That's
But
kick ass.
what I'm eager to see is I want to see Jacob from Wager Me This. I want to see how he plays his don't pass side, his 6, 7, 8 with this. I want to see what he would do from the dark side or with a lay bet. Maybe we lay the 4 and 10 and protect for those 2 rolls. And then you pull the lay bets down and do what you want. There's so many. It's that first 2 to 3 rolls to get you where you need to be.
Yep. Well, and one thing too, you can also steal from the Hawaiians. Brian likes to do the inside betting with a hard way. So you take, the 110 inside or 220 inside with like a $20 hard, 4 hard 10. You pick up 2 combinations for $20 instead of for, $50. You save some cash. Even $10 probably is enough. Yeah, $10 on each of the hard ways. If you catch a hard way, great on the 4 and 10. You don't get your hop, but you're getting something out there. You're really only going to burn on the 3-1 and the 6-4.
Yep.
Right. So and those hard ways aren't hopped. They're just they sit there. If you get your inside, pull the hard ways back. Like you're not really hedging, but you're using them as kind of a side shoot, And God forbid if I was playing crapless, I would actually bet the outsides as a place bet. I might even put $5 or $10 on the outsides for the one roll that you're doing the hopping to catch the miss and then pull that shit right down. Like in crapless, there's a way to use those outside bets to kind of make other things like this. Protect yourself for the one roll so you don't waste it, and then just pretend like nobody ever saw you out there at that table. You got to hide your head in shame and walk away because you're at a crapless table.
Yeah, well, I've never played crapless. You said never to play crapless, so
don't ever do it.
Every time I see one, I just walk away.
I literally walk by those tables, so you know me, I'm a New Yorker, right? Philadelphia guy. I walk with my hands in my pockets all the time. Like both my hands are clutching my money because I'm used to city walking, right? When I walk by those tables, it goes like this. I just literally put the deuces out there as I walk by. Nobody can see it, but it's my own little whatever. It's dumb, but it makes me happy.
The maneuver is it's mind blowing. And when I did it, because I was in my car and I was driving home and I was just like, I was thinking about it. I was like, no, it doesn't really do that. No, it doesn't. And I walked in the door. My wife's like, hey, how's it going? I was like, I gotta get downstairs. I gotta roll this real quick. I said it in the video. I was like, it is 6:07 or something. I was like, we're rolling this right now. And I didn't want to wait to put it out. I wanted everyone to see it because I want everybody to make money from the casino. I really want you to take the casino's money and just run with it. And I want everyone to see that we're using the table the way the table plays and what the table is offering with the way the payouts go. Yeah. And we're using it against the casino. Because if you really look at the percentages, and John, I'd really like you to talk to whoever it is you talk to on your math stuff. Look at the percentages of the probability that you'll hit it. Because when you're about a 50-50, it's better odds.
Right. Well, you're catching 16 combinations, right? You got there's 16 ways to roll the easy inside. So you're 16 ways to win, but you got 20 ways to lose them because hops lose on everything. So you have 16 ways to win, 20 ways to lose, and that math isn't great. It's 4 to 5, right? So you're upside down 20%. That's only on one.
But that's only on the second roll.
That's right. It's a one roll. It's a one roll chance, right? And I think you talk about like hops, hops being sucker bets until they're not. Like hops, if you're just gonna go out there and be like I played with a guy the other night, randomly hopping shit, like no clue, just because I rolled a 6-1, he's hopping this, or he had no idea what he's doing, right? That's bleed. That's house edge getting under your shorts and taking your money. This is using hops for a thing, and I think Waylon does it too in his hopping magic strategy. Using hops for a purpose is not a sucker bet. The way that Tony Leo does the hops with the 6-1s, when you're seeing a bunch of 6s come out on one of the dice, you're hopping the things with 6s on them because the dice are giving you that kind of lead into it. You're using them as a tool. In that case, they aren't sucker bets. If you're just randomly throwing hop bets out there, or if you're hopping, I've seen people hop every roll instead of place betting. That's a dumbass move. This is
Well,
a
you know what I
targeted
just
move.
thought of
It's
just sitting
different.
here?
What's
Me
that?
talking with you? You could do this in one roll.
Just start out with
Think
that
about
way?
this for a second.
Yeah.
Think about it this way. If we were we just went 22 inside, right? We just set a point, so now we're 22 inside. Hop the inside easies for $8. If I hit it, I'm paid for.
Hmm?
So I don't. The only reason I have
On the
two
first
rolls is because
roll, you're saying on the first roll.
yeah, on the first roll, I can just throw in the extra $8, and I'm only $30 invested.
Right. So you're $30 invested. When it comes out, you're at 22 inside with 22 invested. So you end up even anyway. So that's an interesting way, but you got to hit it right away. Otherwise, you're going to be out. You're going to burn $8 3 times getting there.
Exactly. So that would bleed more, but that's why I do it. The first one, you take the hit. Mm-hmm. I've got the 7, or I've got the 14 or the 21.
Yeah.
And then I just play it with that small investment. Like I would do give me a $2 yo. It's the same thing. It's just that extra hop, which you're guaranteed to get back if you hit.
Right.
I want the community. I want you guys to tear this apart. I want you to play with it. I want people to just screw with this thing and really tell the community, because this is not the Sideshow Gamble. This isn't the Nemo. This isn't the John from Pro Craps. This isn't Jeff in Mid-Atlantic. This is the Craps Nation. This is our way of getting money from the casino.
Yeah. I love this, dude. This is so much, like I said, when I saw it in my hotel room, I was like jumping up and down. When you called me, I'm like, dude, what did you just do? You just broke my brain. So that was way too much fun. It was awesome. So, it's time to get out of here, man. It's Thanksgiving. I'm gonna go watch some football. What do you say?
All right,
dude.
Hey,
thanks
John,
for joining.
It's always a blast.
It's always
a blast. Thanks for having me, brother.
Let me wait before you go. Let's just show this again. I want to get back to the other screen. Chris with Keynote. Let's just celebrate one more time. 1,000 subscribers, dude. You have worked your ever-loving rear end off to get to 1,000. I can't believe it took you this long to get to 1,000 subscribers. And like I told you last night, welcome to the club. You too can make $5 a month from YouTube. It's going to be great, right? You can buy one Dr. Pepper 6-pack a month from YouTube, which is awesome.
That's a positive.
It's buying me whiskey now. YouTube can pay for a bottle of whiskey for me now, so you can enjoy the spoils of being in the club. But no, seriously, you earned it. It still says John Cocos on there. I'm sorry. Sorry about your name being wrong. But we did it. Yeah, the TNA did it, Victor says. You deserve it, man. You've been working really hard and testing everybody's strategies, doing your thing. It's fantastic. So I couldn't be any happier for you.
I thank you, John, and I thank everybody out there who subscribed and everyone that watches, because it's you guys that are helping us get to where we need to be. So I appreciate everybody. It's a labor of love for sure. So, all right, brother. Thank you very much for joining. All right, brother. All right, I'll see you later. Have a good turkey day, and everybody else, good turkey days. All right, man. Cool. All right, folks, we're back to me for just a second. I'm gonna take these things off for a minute. I only got one more thing to say, which is this. That was fun. Doug being with Chris, and literally thought of this morning. Like last night we got Chris to the 1,000 thing, and this morning at what time is it, Chris? It was like 8:45. Like, hey, you want to be on the show this morning? This is fun. We should announce your thing. And then I'm like, well, while he's here, let's just go ahead and play the fun strategy. So we just did this kind of on a whim. I want more of this on the show. We'll talk more about it on Monday. Monday's show is going to be kind of a preview of what's happening with Coffee and Craps and this channel in general. I want more stuff like this to happen. That was fun. That was way more fun than me doing my own thing. And that was awesome, John. Maybe tomorrow we'll do it again. Maybe tomorrow we're going to jump into somebody's mind and have another one of these. So Black Friday, breakfast with Johnny on Black Friday. Come with me. We're going to jump into somebody's brain. I'm not going to tell you who, but that's all you need to know. And we're going to do it again tomorrow and have some more fun at the table with some back and forth. So that's it all. Happy Thanksgiving. Love y'all. Thanks for all your support. Thanks for the donations in the Craps for the Cure. Thanks for just being who y'all are. This community is awesome. We have built something really cool here. I couldn't be prouder of it. We got 32 people watching, probably more a few minutes ago, on Thanksgiving Day. Are you freaking kidding me? On Thanksgiving, you're with me? Thanks, all of you guys. Love every one of you. And I'll see you tomorrow morning for practice and for another Coffee and Craps. Bye, all.